Well, hello, all my lovely Pisces. Welcome to your reading for April already. Do you believe it? 2023. This is the general reading, as you know, my lovely Pisces. It's a reading for Pisces sun, rising and moon sign. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book that reading from there. Thank you so much for your support, my beautiful Pisces. I really appreciate your thumbs up, your comments, and your support. And if you haven't already subscribed and you would like to, make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell. That way you'll know when I'm posting new videos. Pisces, I've been, sort of spending the mornings meditating on your energy, sort of honing in on what's going on. And what I'm hearing from my guides is that there is a real time of transition happening here in April. There is a real time of change coming here. You can ignore it and just try and maintain the status quo if that's what you're wanting, but I feel like it's just going to be forces outside of you bringing about a change of your routine, a change of what you've always known is the way things are going to happen. So I just feel like you're being asked to really embrace this change. Have a look at what is happening, taking control of those changes, not allowing the change to take control of you is what I'm hearing here. Oh, they're coming through because my throat chakra is really playing up, so they're really wanting to come through and channel for you, my lovely Pisces. Let's have a look here at what's going on. I do hear that the changes that are coming about for Pisces are external. They are forces outside of you that are asking you to change. It could be in the form of a person, a family, a friend, a relationship, work environment. It depends. It's different for all of you, but there is also great opportunity here to embrace. There's an expansion of your reality. There's an expansion of what your world is, and that's it brings in a lot of really good opportunities for you. So if you're offered a promotion, or you're thinking, will I go for that job? Will I change how I work or what I do? It's really time to do that in April. It's time to step out of your comfort zone, step out of that sort of day-to-day. There's going to be a mix-up here. There's going to be a change, and it's about embracing that change, taking on that challenge, because the results are going to be quite good for you. Quite enriching, I'm hearing. Quite enriching for you, my lovely Pisces. Sounds like exciting times ahead. Exciting times ahead. I feel like for some of you this change is already sort of given you a tasting. There's been little things that have been happening over the last few months, and that is just going to build as April comes along, as April progresses. And then by May, you're going to really see those new opportunities, this new way of being, new way of doing things. I like that. I'm drawing a card from the Divine Animal, my Divine Animal Oracle deck. And let's just have a look at what is in your totem. Your totem animal for April, Pisces, is songlines, the Orca. I just love the Orca. I think the Orca, this is about a sense of community. This is about communication. You're not going. This is not something that's happening just to you. There's support around you. It's important that you communicate, working as a team, working as a unit. It could be with other friends, with family, with a partner. children, siblings. It just depends on what that looks like for you. But it's diving beneath the surface. You're going beneath the surface in your desires, in your in what you're wanting, in your dreams, in making things happen. It's not just, okay, well, I'm just wishing about it, I'm dreaming about it, I would like it to be, and you're sort of skimming the surface. April's going to give you an opportunity to take that deep dive. Take that deep dive and really explore the potential that April holds for you. But there's teamwork. You are supported. Songlines is about communication, communicating with others. So I don't feel like it's just you. That's the external factors that I was talking about. What does that look like for you, my lovely Pisces? I'm going to create the Celtic cross. Let's have a look in more detail. What is there for you for the month of April? The theme for April for quite a few zodiac signs is about change, is about transformation. And I don't so much feel like there is change coming in here for you, but it's opportunities, it's redefining what's going on in your life, what you want to have in your life. It's a really lovely energy. It's also a calm energy, but even though I feel like it's outside of your control, which is interesting. Let's see how April unfolds for you. You do have the King of Earth. So I want to say to you that for some, there has been dealings with a Sagittarius person. Could be an Aries or a Leo, sun, rising, moon sign, but someone that's very strong, someone that's very determined. There's an Aries here as well around you. There's a lot to do with an Aries person, sun, rising, moon sign. There's a lot to do. It could be a Sagittarian for some of you. It's a fire sign. I want to say to you that there's dealings here with a fire sign that it can be quite dominating, quite controlling. So you need to really get that to a place where you're identifying your force. You're really stepping into your own, my lovely Pisces. You know what you want. And it's no longer, what do I want to say? I don't feel like it's, that's the way they are, live and let live, and allow people to just do whatever it is they want. You're drawing a line in the sand. What is acceptable for you? And for some of you, this is the King of Earth. This is the King of Fire for you, finding that fire in your belly. And some of you have identified that already, and I want to go back a few months. Timing, of course, as you know, my lovely Pisces, is going to be different for all of you, but I feel like I'm going back for some of you. It's like I'm drawing that line in the sand. That started this change, this transition that's coming in around you. So as we then come into April, you've got the Six of Fire. I love this. There's a lot of, gee whiz, what's igniting that passion, that enthusiasm, that fire in your belly, my lovely Pisces, for the month of April? There's some sort of change. You see, when you've got the ship with a hot air balloon, it's about movement. It's about moving from where you are, but it's going with the flow, because hot air balloons, they are dependent on the air currents. They're dependent on the breezes as to the direction that they're taking. Oh, there's a siren going by there. Did you hear that? Okay, so let's get back to it. It's, hot air balloons, they are dependent on the currents. Where are you going to go? This gentle movement, going with the flow, embracing the changes that are coming in, embracing the movement of, okay, well, let's see where it takes me. Let's see where I'm going with this. But there is a movement that is coming here for you. There is a change, a transition, a movement from where you are to where you want to be. But it's also going with what are the elements saying? What's happening around me? It's nothing that you're forcing. It's just, okay, well, this is the situation. So what am I going to do about that? How am I going to modify? And for some of you, it'll be profound. For some of you, it's just this gentle tweaking of where you're at, which I like. Gee whiz, a lot to do with 6. You've also got the 6 of water, the 6 of cups, a time of self-reflection, a time of meditation, a time of contemplating. So, there's nothing that you do forcefully, as is seen by this, this movement, this going with the currents, going with the flow. But it's also a time of internal meditation, thinking, processing, internalizing, identifying, self-reflection. Don't spend too much, I'm also hearing, don't spend too much time in that self-reflection, looking at your reflection. Also look at what's going on around you. So don't just internalize too much. This is about utilizing that to your advantage, making it work for you, my lovely Pisces. Considering, meditating, but don't stay, as we often can with, just stay in our own little world. It's also about, well, what's going on around me? What changes are happening? How am I going to change? Am I going to embrace them or maybe not? What choices are you making? What decisions are you making? I like that. You've also got the 7 of water. So there's a lot of fire and there's a lot of water. There's a lot of emotion, which is interesting. Fire in your belly. So the fire, but water can put out the fire. So you need to find that balance. You need to find that place where it works. You've also got the 7 of water. And this is about you considering, what am I going to leave behind? What am I going to do? What changes am I going to embrace? Considering it, observing it. The changes that are coming about for you are changes that you're going to make. They are yours. It's not forced upon you. Even though I've been told that what brings in that change are external factors, other people, other situations, other things, but the decision ultimately is yours. So you're in this position of empowerment. What are you going to do? What are you prepared to give of yourself to make these changes? Are you prepared to do it? Is it going to be good for you? There's these decisions and choices you're making here. Interesting month. That's happening in the beginning of April for you. It does bring in change. You've got the Ace of Fire. You do find your passion. You do find your determination, your energy, your force. Fire. Fire is unstoppable, as is water. As is water. If you get it, you've seen the tsunamis, the tidal waves. They can obliterate everything, but so can fire. Unstoppable. The forces of nature. And so, there is strength in your water sign, in your emotions, in what you know. But you also find this passion, what have you been wanting to instigate? What have you been wanting to bring into your life? What have you been wanting to do? There's this opportunity here to do this, to bring in this change, to have this new start. It can be for some of you when you start in where you work and how you work on and working on your own business, a new relationship, passion, a new relationship. It can also be your enthusiasm, your energy. What is it that you've been dreaming about? What is it that you've been wanting to put in place? There's something that is going to absolutely drive you in April. You're going to be driven. It's almost like it's an unstoppable force. There's no point fighting it. There's no point ignoring it. You're not going to be able to ignore it. What aspect of your life do you want to look at? It's going to be different for all of you, of course, because there's so many of you, but this is the general energy that's coming through for Pisces. And I really like it. There's this great opportunity here to have your life enriched in some way. Love it. Then you've also got Fortune's Wheel. So this bodes well here. Whatever's going on with you in April, whatever forces are at work for you in April, whatever you're going to introduce into your life or tweak your life or bring changes into your life, it's going to bode very, very well for you. This is an absolutely fabulous opportunity to have things fall into place. There's a heart up here as well. So it can be Fortune's wheel is turning in your favour as far as a relationship goes, as far as something you feel passionate about, as far as, you know, that book that you want to write, that artwork you want to create, that study you want to undertake. Time to do that, time to bring in that change. I don't know why I'm hearing those specific things, but there they are. There they are. And I need to honour the process. I need to give you what I get and what I hear. And that's what I'm hearing. I'm also hearing any opportunities that are coming your way, grab them with both hands, embrace it with both hands, because it really is going to take you on a wonderful journey through the next few months, if not the year. Who's either redecorating or moving or building something? I'm also hearing that. I like that. And then it's interesting, you know, as we move through April, you've got temptation. Temptation is, you know, in the traditional deck, temptation is the devil card. There's temptation. You go back to Adam and Eve and the apple and the temptation of, that Eve was tempted to have the apple, even though she was told, don't do that, don't have the apple. But that, she had that temptation and she did that. There's also this chest of treasure here. What's your motivation? Don't be tempted to take shortcuts. Don't be tempted to not do the what you want to do because there's strings attached. You have an attachment to your old way of being, or there is a fear of change. So be mindful of the choices and decisions you make, and are they right for you? Is there someone that is trying to convince you not to change, not to transform, not to embrace new situations or new things? Are you trapped in a job that you hate, but there's the financial gains there? I'm earning quite a bit. I'm happy with what I'm earning, and if I leave, well, I might have to accept less income, or is that what's keeping you chained? What is it for you? What are you scared to release? Be mindful of that. Really, really think about your motivation for the choices that you're making or not making. The reasons that what's keeping you stuck. What is all of that? It's something that's going to come under the microscope, something that you're going to really have an opportunity to think about. Your heart saying, you relocate, go and live by the beach, work, get out of the 9 to 5 and work at something different. What's your heart saying to you? And then your head kicks in. But I'm making money and I'm comfortable and it's my lifestyle. And what is it? What's holding you? What's chaining you down? What's stopping you from being your true self, your authentic self? Interesting questions. You've also got the 5 of fire. The 5 of fire is about situations come. See, these are the challenges that you're facing. Really, really, you do overcome those. You do overcome those challenges. There's light that's shone on you. It's interesting. What challenges are you facing? Whatever choices and decisions there are that's coming up for you, there is support around you. It's not something that you're dealing with on your own. I don't feel like it's about really being centered, asking for help when you need it or advice when you need it. There's others that are involved in this change, in what you're pursuing as well. This is also the everyday getting involved. There's things that you need to think about, the practical things, things that need to be repaired, things that need to be fixed, what changes, if I'm going to make these tweaks to my life of what's coming in, how am I going to do that? What do I need to put in place? Who's packing? Who's going away somewhere? There's someone that's packing or going on a holiday. That may be something that's coming up for you in April. Oh, if this reading's anything to go by the month of Pisces, there's been interruptions, there's been all sorts of things going on. So I always find that synchronicity, that's a real indication as well of what May is going to be like. So really go with the flow of it all and just expect the unexpected, my lovely Pisces. I've also got patience here for you. Patience. It's like Temperance card in the traditional deck, and so this is going to ask you to be balanced. There's nothing to absolutely get anxious about or fearful about. Just maintain your balance, maintain your peace, maintain your harmony, do the Piscean thing, and just swim along with the changes or with whatever is presented to you, because it will resolve. It will come. It will work out. The important thing is that you don't block it. You don't create resistance with whatever's coming up, knowing that even if it's something that you might think, oh gosh, that I don't really like that, that's not really good, the outcome is going to be very beneficial for you. So it's about the outcome of this journey through April that is going to be of importance here. There are going to be a few bumps along the way, but you can ask for help. There is that, don't forget you've got the Orca energy, the song lines, communication. Communicate to your support team, be it your guides, your loved ones, your ancestors, be it friends in this dimension, family in this dimension. There is, this. It's important to maintain the channels of communication. There is support for you if you need it. So maintain your balance. Peace and harmony, very important for you. And then as we go through to the end of April, so with your peace, with your harmony, with the it's interesting because you've got this again. Let's take this voyage, the 6 of air. It's sixes, 6. Very spiritual number, but it is quite significant. You've got 6s. There's 3 of them. By the end of April, there is going to be a journey that you've been on, transition that you've had. This new horizons coming up for you. It's air, which is swords, which is communication. Communication's really important here. A word of caution though, also don't make hasty decisions but read between the lines, because not everyone's going to have your best interests at heart. So it's about being discerning so that you don't find yourself disappointed or in a situation of, oh, I shouldn't have listened to them. Listen to your own intuition. That's something that's coming through really strongly here, my lovely Pisceans. That's very, very utmost importance. What a month. Wow. I'm going to draw a card. Thank you. I'm going to give you 2 of these. Divine Abundance. Let's have a look. I've got one here, which is interesting. Okay. This is interesting, which is really the theme of April for you, Pisces. Letting go. Everything is indeed out of control and God will hold it all. I can safely let go. That's a little bit about what's going on here in April. You know, it's about there's these opportunities for this change, or doing things differently, or even just having a different, it could for some of you be just let's have a different perspective. Could be that, you know, subtle. For some, it'll be profound. And then the next card you've got is Limitless. See yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. Oh, wow, I love this. The divine can use anything and anyone. They're the two cards for you. Limitless. First you let go and then you receive. Doesn't work the other way around. You can't wait to receive and then, okay, well, I'll let go of the old. It's a trust thing. It's a trust thing. Remember patience, harmony, temperance, balance. Important. Meditation. Okay. Fabulous. I love that, my lovely Pisces. What an adventure. April's going to be quite an adventure. It's wonderful. How profound is it going to be for you? We'll have to see. Let me know. Love, light and blessings to you, my lovely Pisces. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and book a reading from there.